Ce médecin britannique a été suspendu pour avoir parlé du génocide à Gaza. Le médecin urgentiste Nadim Crowe a été suspendu du Royal Free Hospital de Londres en août 2024. Il indique avoir été convoqué à une enquête disciplinaire après des posts sur les réseaux sociaux sur le génocide à Gaza jugés dérangeants.
I was basically cornered or ambushed into having to justify why, as a healthcare worker, I think it's wholly justified that I should be against the mass murder of innocent civilians, the absolute destruction of a healthcare system that everybody in the world has a right to, and that me having those opinions or speaking out against some of the most atrocious voices defending the notion of Zionism in Israel and the right to kill anybody that stands in its way is actually one of the things that defines who I am as a doctor.
On lui a demandé de supprimer des posts sur X sur le génocide commis par Israël et indiqué qu'il serait l'objet d'une enquête.
People die and doctors aren't suspended. People come to harm and doctors aren't suspended. People post about the conflict in Gaza and apparently they're not safe to work.
Ironie de la situation, le Royal Free Hospital emploie des médecins réfugiés de Gaza.
I was asked to look after a doctor who was under siege at Al-Shifa Hospital for 40 days and nights, and he now worked side by side with us. And I was asked to make sure that he was okay, and yet I'm sitting in a room being told that I can't work as a doctor because I've spoken out against genocide, right?
Nadim Crowe a découvert que la plainte initiale l'accusait d'antisémitisme.
They seem to put the utter fear into organizations that feel that they could be accused of supporting anti-Semites or let's be realistic, anybody who criticizes Israel.
Une commission de l'ONU a jugé qu'Israël a commis des crimes de guerre en attaquant des hôpitaux, des patients et des professionnels de santé à Gaza et en détruisant son système de santé.
When you say it's wrong, you no longer have the right to work as a doctor. I simply can't see how those two things are compatible.
Après que le docteur Crowe a désactivé son compte X sous la pression, l'enquête a été abandonnée. Mais il a décidé de quitter le système public de santé britannique.
I believe that their moral compass is completely shattered.
Il a aussi appris que son collègue blanc, qui avait écrit qu'Israël utilisait la famine comme arme de guerre, avait été traité très différemment.
He pointed out that I was suspended and removed from work immediately, and yet he was just presented with a document to sign to say that he would never post about the conflict again and he would delete his posts. That's the first time in my life where I've thought, this is discrimination. If doctors can't speak out against atrocities related to humanity, the whole of humanity, the whole medical career is destroyed, it's ruined. Where do we go from here when the loudest voices still are the ones trying to justify what's happening? Surely the only way is down.